So why is it so fun apparently to just sit and listen to someone talk for 5 minutes on on a video? Just hear 'em talk. Why do we like doing that? I don't know. I do. Oh, the heck was that? My window. Whoo! Let's see if you can see. I don't know. There's a very strong breeze out there, or there was. Probably not now, but it like rattled my window and scared the crap out of me. I was trying to record. And that's kind of funny because normally jump scares don't bother me. Like back to movies again. Like in movies, most of the time, jump scares don't really bother me. Or if I'm in like a haunted hayride or something like that, most of the time, jump scares don't get to me. But I don't know. This year, and like I guess part of last year, like I've been like really jumpy. Things have been just like I remember at work, especially at work. Oh my goodness. Okay, my manager, like anytime. Well, because we okay we let me go back here. Okay, not the manager. Or the manager didn't play this game. Most of the rest of the crew kind of did. I guess most of the guys did. Um, we would try to sneak up on one another while we're doing stuff. If I was washing dishes or something, someone would sneak up. They didn't do it when I was cooking, which is a good thing because you don't want to mess up an order or something like that and have them drop it or burn yourself or burn them. Ugh, burns. But anyway, we try to sneak up on one another and like scare the crap out of each other. And I think that's probably where it came from because I I don't remember any time before being like that terrified of someone sneaking up on me. Um, but I came to a point where I kind of stopped being jumpy. I wasn't jumped a whole lot. But my manager, anytime she would just casually walk in the room and say, "Oh hi, what's up?" I'd freak out every time. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's because she was like silently just kind of just like just drifting. Maybe she was floating. She was like she just floated on in the room and scared the crap out of me. I don't know. I remember during Halloween times when I was real little. I used to be there up just up the street. There used to be this house that was really into Halloween. They decorated the crap out of their house, and they had this skeleton lich looking guy that came, and that house looked pretty much like a mansion. I always called it a mansion. To me, that house will always be a mansion because it just looked like a mansion. I don't know. I didn't know what the heck a mansion was back then. I mean, I knew it was a big house, but I didn't know what it looked like because I'd never seen one. But I don't know. It was the windows and doors were tall and everything, so I just called it a mansion. So even if it's not a mansion, I call it a mansion because it's a mansion to me. It's a mansion. So anyway, up the street, there's this mansion that had this um, lich thing. They had the rest of the house was pretty decorated too. There was like cobwebs and spooky things hanging from the top of the porch there. Oh, that guy is driving. Did you hear that? So we always went to that house last, or pretty much last, because it was up the street. But we usually went like I don't know. We went around the block and then, or I guess we went around this way. Yeah, you can't tell which way I'm going around the block, but we went around the block like down the street instead of up the street, and then we went all the way around that way, and then we made this big loop, and then we came back down our street, and that was one of the last houses. Most of the time, it was the last house because we would go to our neighbors' houses first, and then like just the neighboring. I don't know, maybe my parents did it on purpose to have that house be like the pinnacle of our Halloween scare or Halloween night or whatever. But um, I remember always being super terrified of that light. I think there was a couple of times where I was like, no, 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 sir, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. I can't believe you said that. Oh, I can't quote that movie. That's a whole nother rant for another day. Oh, so many things. But so I was so terrified of this house because this lich would come out the door like it was. I don't know if it was a. I just still to this day I don't know if it was a person in a costume or if it was just like on a, what are those things called? Just like a track or something. And it would just like the door would open and it would come out. And I don't know. They if it was a person, they I don't know. It could have been. It could have been either. I don't remember. I don't remember at all. It's such a long time ago. But yeah, I just remember being absolutely terrified of this house and terrified of the thing. There's a couple times I remember where um it never didn't come out when I was up on the stairs because the I know the lady that was there handing out candy was dressed up as a witch and that was kind of scary, but she was all right. So we go up to her to get the candy, and then you go back. But when you're going up there, depending on how far back she was sitting, because sometimes she'd be right on the steps, and I remember some years she was like right up on the porch where the door is, because there's two doors. I remember there's a door on this side and a door on this side, and um, he would come out this door when you go right up the thing to right up the steps to this witch, and he would come out and just loom over you while you're trying to get candy, and you're just like, please don't suck my soul from my sockets, please. But yeah, that I don't know. That was a terrifying moment. I know I'm talking about scary things all of a sudden, but I'll make this last one quick because I'm probably running out of time because my phone does not have a lot of space because I got a lot of memories and pictures and videos. So I have to make these and then delete them right after. But anyway, this one was kind of scary. This was happened like 2006 or 2007, one of those 2 years, probably 2006. But I went on a rafting trip, first time ever. I hate drowning. I don't like water that much. I can swim. Actually, I feel like for the most part, I taught myself how to swim because I remember that's another story. Um, I mean, our parents taught us how to swim pretty good, but like, oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking. Uh, at the pool, the town pool, we had to take a test in order to swim on the big side. So I never actually took the test. I just was too tall as a youngin to be on the small side. Not there's like the kiddie pool and then there's the big pool which has like a shallow side and then a deep side. So I just out talled the shallow side, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, you can go over there." And I was like, "All right." So I just kind of putted around until I swam better, I guess. I don't know. Um, but anyway, I still don't like drowning. I don't think anybody likes the idea of drowning, but I went on this rafting trip because this girl wanted me to, and I was head over heels for her. Then she's like, "Oh, please come rafting." So I went, and we didn't even get on the same raft. It was kind of disheartening. There was like I don't know, like 10 rafts. It was like a big summer camp thing, upward bound. So we went, and I fell off the raft at some point in time. I remember falling off the raft and being underneath the boat, like reaching up and trying to like break surface, but apparently I was underneath the boat the whole time because I fell off and they were like spinning, and I was like getting pushed by the current, so I was like underneath the boat the whole time trying to break surface so I could breathe. And like I don't like to open my eyes underwater for some reason. It just bothers me. So it was dark, it was cold, I was wet, and I was drowning. And like I'm just like, all right, this is it. So I took like my last like burst of energy to try to get to the top, hit the boat again. And I was like, all right, I'm dead. I what's the word? Confirmed death. No, what the heck is the accepted? Why couldn't I think of the word accepted? I accepted death, and as soon as I accepted death, somebody reached down, grabbed my arm, and pulled me up out of that water. I was so thankful. I was so thankful. That was a scary moment. But yeah, scary things.